Afternoon everyone. So today we're at a BMW, it's a Z4 and I believe this is a E89 or Z89, I don't know, 2011 model, and here is the problem with it. The roof is stuck open. So the customer was down shopping, decided to open the roof and it just stopped. Now what I can ascertain is this is in service mode. But it's how you get it out. But I'll show you what else. Also, this button here is flashing, and sometimes it comes up the dashboard complaining about the roof as well. So we've done a scan. I've used several tools. Let me see. So the only one that's coming up at the moment, there was another one, but I cleared it stupidly and I forgot to bring it back. So A6A3, this is in the convertible top module, the CTM, and it's saying hydraulic fluid temperature sensor, but saying that the problem is not there at the moment. Any other codes? Fogging sensor, integrated heat. So I don't think we bother about the rest of them. So it's just that one there we need to attack. So let's go through the scan tool. But I've been through it with the top down and I couldn't see anything afoot. Oh yes, the other bit of the puzzle showed me this. He's had water in the boot. I'll let you see the pump. He complained about water in the boot, and he also complained about well, you can see it on the pump there. I mean, I'll get it for the other side. See, there's water marks in there. So how that relates, don't know, but I'll show you the level of the fluid. Now there's the fluid level there. Now I'm not sure if that's enough or not, as that's maybe a bit bringing on a hydraulic problem. The guy said he also changed the relays, but if we try to open it with the scan tool, you get a bit clicking at the back here, so it wants to do something, but when you go to close it, nothing. So if I do automatic soft top open and hit activate, you can see we get a little movement. But if I escape out of that and go soft close and hit activate, nothing. So I was wondering if it maybe was something to do with the switch, a switch input, but not knowing the system, don't know. Now the only thing I can see when we hit this button down there where it's flashing is this hydraulic fluid temperature. It jumps about the place, so watch this. So press to close, I think this is. Look at it, it goes to -13, and then this thing flashes up the dashboard. And I press it again, and then it goes to -40. It's like it's disconnected, it's like going open circuit. And then if we go back to the codes, it says it's not present at the moment right enough. So I wonder if I press that. Not present. So is it stopping because there's not enough fluid, or we definitely have a genuine problem with the temperature sensor? So I was wondering if we could bypass that with a variable resistor to get this to work. Good idea. No sure. What we discovered on the World Wide Web is this multi-plug here with the purple wires in it. That is the temperature sensor, and it's complaining about the motor overheating. So as you can see, there's been water in this boot. This is a regular occurrence. It's came halfway up the pump. So they're talking about drying it out or blowing it out. So let's try. We can see moisture in these connections. So we're going to try it. Worth a try. If no, that's maybe seized inside a little. Don't know. Let's try it. Is there water in there? Oh aye. Escape. Erase codes. Yes. Okay. Read codes. Nothing at the moment, it says. This light's still flashing. So let's try. That just goes for a wee while. We go live data again. We go sense swing. We hit that button again. See, that's no right. So there's something on the web. E89, that's ours. Z4, produced up to, well, that's 2009. Maybe the same. Hydraulic unit for retractable hardtop is inoperative and such the hardtop cannot be moved from the fully open or closed position. Fault code A6A3 hydraulic fluid temperature sensor stored in convertible. The electric motor for the hydraulic unit has overheated and failed. Replace the hydraulic unit and update the vehicle programming. Blah 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 Insta. So there's what it says. Roddy's found a hot spot in that. Is it the middle relay, Roddy?
Middle one.
Solenoid or whatever that is. What is it, 40 degrees?
It's 34.
Oh, it's, so we reckon this pumps away. So we tried a little test. See at these multi-plugs, we tried pinning that out in the two purple wires, putting a bridge in there and putting a decade box in, but we only go up to 9,999 ohms. So, and that only takes us to 83 degrees. So if I change that, oh, the thing's no reading it at all now. There's no fault, let's go back in it. Hydraulic fluid. Still 83 degrees, so am I on the right one here? There we go. I can change it up the way, but I can't get any lower. So maybe need to get a 20,000 ohm resistor. Right, we're back at this again. So what we found out was, indeed, the motor is the problem, so we're going to try and source another one of them. But in order to relieve the pressure off of this thing, see these two brass screws, will you point to them, Roddy, at the top there? So the one at the back, that one at the front does the roof, and the one at the back does the, what do you call that, the lift, the tail hitch. One at the back does this bit here. So if we can relieve the pressure on them, we can get it closed up, then the customer can take it away, although it'll not be locked, and we can order up another bit. So, what size the hex? I think it's a hex. Hex, so we'll just release them. So, what size is the hex, is it, Roddy? A 5mm or something like that? 5mm. So if Roddy puts that in there, as soon as he releases that pressure, well, there we go, that's it, my man. Right, that's heavy. So you got...
Right, you want the right idea?
Aye.
Right, I'll hold it all back.
That's heavy, but you can see we've finally got that down off a position, so it's no bad. At least we can, the guy can take it away.
No lock.
Well, no lock, but there we go. And then we'll just go and lift the roof over. He released the other hex, so here we go. No bother already. So that's a far better position. Well, we'll try and put the windows up. Oh, aye, that's true. That's true.
I don't know if it hasn't been locked, is it going to break the windows or something, don't you?
Right. After several weeks, this pump has finally arrived. You get an O-ring, you get, I don't know, that's like a little key piece for the bottom of the pump. You get some oil, hydraulic oil, and then here's the main guy here. So the red and the black, that's the main positive and negative, and then the two purple wires is the temperature sensor. So we'll go and fit that and see how we get on. We're hoping just to take the motor out with the 4 screws, and this should work, fingers crossed. So I've got the roof back up, so we've put a spirit level in there. A bit of wood would do exactly the same job. We've lifted the pump out, we've disconnected the multi-plug, and you can see that we have a Torx there and a Torx at the other side. So that was quite simple to replace that. We just put this, sorry I couldn't show you, we just put it up on the side, remove the two torques, T25 torques. You can see this is the old one, the rusty one, and just popped a new one on. What you need to remember, your O-ring there, and you just turn this to key up with the other bit in the body, so, and then we just tighten up the screws at the top, the bleed screws, and see how it goes. They're tight.
That's tight.
Just try it that there, eh?
What size it is.
It looks like about 5 mil or something like that, eh? So we don't know if this needs blade. We haven't a clue. Never worked on one in our life. So. Really, that's just nipped tight, eh?
It's not tight either.
Aye. That maybe do. If it's no tight, the fluid will come flying out it, won't it?
Aye.
And they weren't that tight, were they? So that's that there. So what then we do, we take our pole away, and this must go down because there's a micro switch to say this is down, because it will not work. So fingers crossed. If this doesn't work, this video will never see the light of day. So we just let him come back down there. We thought it had to took any hydraulic pressure up, but it has. So that proves that these valves are shut, and it's just found its position like that. So let's jump in the car and see if it now works. Well, we'll know with the flashing button there. I don't know if we need to clear the codes, haven't a clue. So here we go, the button. The button's still flashing, but I've got Lionel here, and he's going to hit it and see if it works, Lionel. Right, my man, go for it. Just hit any button. Oh, here, we're in. Just... Oh, well, that's a thing of beauty. Keep your finger on it, my man. Is that right, Dune? That looks a bit dodgy. Bring it back up, Lionel. It's no shutting right. We'll make it shut all the way. Keep your finger on it. Did it shut right before the first? Oh, there it is. Keep it. That's it. Well, there's the windows going up. So jump in and shut the door, Lionel. That would be the better idea, lad.
That's when it locks.
Right.
When it locks, the windows go.
Right, so windows are shut. Right, do it again, Lionel. Do it the opposite way. Keep your finger on it. Windows down. There we go. Keep it going. Then the windows go back up. Complete. So once we went through the cycle, it no longer flashed. So I'll press it again. Well, that's maybe closed. So this must be the open button. So windows down. And then it finishes it off, and then the windows go back up. So cycle complete, and that's us good to go. We rescanned this at the end of the procedure, so still in the convertible top module we have that hydraulic temperature sensor, and we've got a new code A6A3 speed and soft top intermediate position higher than permitted. Oh well. So let's go in and see if we can see if these codes are in history. Oh, they're both in history, so let's just clear them. Clear fault code. Okay, read fault code. That's fine. So let's look at some data stream. So drive, select all. So drive for hardtop locking stands, whatever that means. Really one close, really two close. So let's start it up and make it open and shut. So I think this is open. That's with the button pressed open. Stands closed, closed. My finger's still on it, so that's closed. And then that's the windows finally going back up. So there we go, stands closed, closed. So we'll shut it again. Windows down. So it goes stands open, closed. So that's it doing its business, as you can hear. This is my finger on the closed position. That window's going back up. Complete. Right, let's go to the next data pid. Well, let's go to signals, power windows. Let's select all. Okay, we'll graph them if we can. Right, so no, we better just go back to value. So I'll open it again. Button pressed, open. That's windows now closing. And that's it. Right, let's go to the next data pid. Hydraulic valves. So select all. So once again, we'll open her. Here we go. Oh, it is open. Need to close her. So this is closing it, activated, activated, not activated. Oh, sorry, I've done this the wrong way around. So this is closing for the hydraulic valves. Windows going up. Complete. So we'll then open. Let's watch the hydraulic valves as we open it. Activated 3. So this needs to be number 3. And coupling fastener. So it just seems to be number 3. It does most of the business there. So we'll now shut it again. Let's see what valves go. Shutting. Number 3. Activated number 2. And that's the windows up. Procedure complete. Let's go to the next data pid. Terminals. Oh, well, they should be. So 15 volts, so we'll just do a quick open and shut. They should remain at that. Just drop a little bit, because obviously they're taking power. I'll not do it the full way. Then we'll shut it again. That's the windows going up. So shutting is complete. Sensor switches. Oh, select all. A rake here. Wonder if we can graph these. So we can only do some of them. Right. This is going to be kind of impossible to watch this. Big one there. Hydraulic temperature fluid. Right, so we'll open it again. So that's the roof actually working now. The temperature fluid's still at 73, 74. That's it fully open. So let's fully close it now. Temperature fluid still at 76. And that's it finished. So I'll go try and find the so that's 12 pids. I've got another 4 pids to go. So there we go. We've got the last 4 pids there. So I've just dropped off the first 4 pids. So let's do it again. Open. That's it completely. I should have done a screen recording. So then we just go close again. You can watch your pids. So you can see our temperature of fluid's got up to 81 degrees, but it is working hard, isn't it? Windows up. Procedure complete. Right, so we'll go. I think this is our last one, hopefully. Read physical hardware. Oh, that's nothing. I'll just let you see it. That's it. So let's see if any codes have returned. Read fault code. Now, so there's a fix. Right, so we've took the old motor out, we've put it on the bench, we've put in our leads, so you can see there, well, I'm assuming that the red wire's positive and the black wire's negative. So I put my power probe into it, and you can see that we have continuity through the motor. So if I take that out, so we have got continuity, but if I give it the beans, let's see, turn around and let you see the spindle, nothing happens. So, well, we've now got a ground. Let's see if that works. Yeah. Yeah. So there's no way that indeed is kaput, but that's what we said anyway. And as I said to you, the other 2 wires, these are these are temperature sensor. So I'll get an ohms reading of that here at the moment. So I'm looking through this power probe and I'm wondering if that does resistance reading, but it doesn't. There you go. No to worry, I'll go and get a multimeter and do a resistance reading. So that's me doing a resistance reading on the main motor windings. So you can see it's got good resistance or negligible resistance. So that's good. So let's go into the temperature side and see what the resistance readings on that is. So there's the resistance reading through the temperature side of things. That's on the 2 purple wires I'm into, so that's 44,000 ohms. Is that correct? I don't know. Maybe it is. But it doesn't matter, that's irrelevant because the motor ain't turning, so anyway, just for your information.